Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 CUSA Tip-Off, Basketball Tip-Off. Tip-Off show.
Less than 3 weeks away from the season tipping off. Alongside Paul Nazigan, Kelly Deo, I'm Matt Warner. We're going to be with you for a while talking some Conference USA basketball. Here's what we have coming up. We're going to talk to every coach in the conference, both the men's and women's side. We're going to hear from student athletes. We're also going to have the commissioner, Judy McLeod, on a little bit later, and the preseason polls and awards coming up in just a moment. But first, guys, before we get to all of that, I want to know, big picture, what are you most excited about heading into the season? Let's start with the women, Kelly.
I think there is so much unpredictability this season. I mean, you think about those top two teams in the conference last year that met in the finals. All 10 starters are gone. You've got La Tech as the preseason #1 favorite, a team with a ton of returners, a lot of young kids. I think this is going to be a year where anybody can step up. And I think the question is, who are those freshmen? Who are those transfers coming in that will make an immediate impact? And then what team will get their chemistry going early to make that first run in that tournament come conference play?
Absolutely. Now, as for the men, what are you looking at?
I'm excited about all the new names in Conference USA.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Listen, I know there's a little bit of a downside to NIL, but I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I love it. I love all the new names, and you know, this is a great conference. You watch the strength of it grow nationally.
Right.
It's a place where guys want to be. You got to give a tip of the cap to the coaches, man. They were out on beating the streets and getting these guys in here. But here's the thing: we're going to get to see a whole new influx of guys that we never saw before, and watch them play and watch them get embraced by their different universities. And I think it's going to make for a lot of great games, a lot of great individual performances as we learn these guys and watch them play.
Yeah, spoiler alert, we're going to say a lot today. Who are these guys? A lot of roster turnover throughout the conference this season. Will make for a very exciting year. All right, let's jump into the preseason polls. Let's start on the women's side. And Kelly, you kind of gave us a little, not breaking news, but a little teaser. #1, Louisiana Tech picked to finish first. Was that a surprise at all for you?
You know, with so many teams losing so many players, I think that was the one that was maybe kind of a surprise, but they have so many back. They're young, but I am excited for what they could do this season. I love seeing Missouri State at 4. That's a new team in the conference. They won their conference last year, so high hopes for them.
Yeah, great history there as well. Let's take a look now at the preseason awards for the players themselves. Take a look at this list. Some names that are familiar, a couple ones we don't know quite yet.
A lot of young kids on that team. 4 of those were on the all-freshman team last year. You see La Tech and Liberty both with 2 for their respective teams. I think one of the players I'm excited to look at is Elena Contreras, coming in for Middle Tennessee State. Had an incredible season last year, and she is going to be a new face, one of the many for Conference USA.
Yeah, you see Paris Bradley there, preseason player of the year. All right, now as we go to the men's side of things, again, so much roster turnover, a lot of questions, but as we take a look at the poll, you kind of knew who the top 2 were going to be. It's just after that, flip a coin.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the voters got it right with having Liberty and Kennesaw up there. You know, it's funny, not too long ago, you used to judge a recruiting class by who you brought in.
Yeah.
This is who they got to stay.
Yeah, right.
And for both Liberty and Kennesaw, their core groups, they got them to return, and I think that's why it kind of sets them apart at the top of the conference. And the rest of the pack, Matt, you know, we've watching this conference for the last few years. It's anybody's game in there. And again, you know, you got to rank somebody somewhere to start the season. But if it holds true as it has the past few years, there's going to be a log jam, probably separated by a game or 2.
You could do 10 teams tied for 3rd.
That's right.
If you really wanted to do it that way.
Whoever has to figure out the tiebreakers at the end of the year with the conference, our hearts go out to you.
Yeah, take a look at the preseason all-conference players on the men's side. Your player of the year, Simeon Cottle. No surprise there.
No surprise there. I am really glad to see his name, that he's one of these guys that they got to come back. It's great for their university, for Kennesaw, and also, you know, for the conference. But, again, you see Liberty guys, you see the Kennesaw guys. That's so crucial with having them return. And some new names and some new universities that we're going to talk about. It's really going to be great. I know that the teams expand at the end of the year. We're going to see a lot of great performances from some new guys as well.
Absolutely. And we're going to start talking to them here in just a bit. When we come back, we're going to check in with one of the new kids on the block, Delaware. We'll hear from the Blue Hens, see what they think about the upcoming season.
So we'll be right back on the other side. We will eventually hear something from the University of Delaware women's basketball team. We'll be right back on the other side.